Get up, buckle up, knuckle down, bust your bubble, shopping for some hope in the dust and the rubble, yeah. Wash your knees, feet to keep you scared. Buy your reinforced bunker so you're well prepared. Medication corporation, TV screens, collectively collapsing the American dream. And keep up your 9 to 5 to play the slot machine. And keep on watching this apocalypse, hypocrisy is rife. In the Senate, politicians are the men in queue. Collision course that we should have all prevented. Hey, we're gonna die, sugar, it's okay. Just another supernova in the Milky Way. I call 911, 666, 911. On a rocket ship to Mars when they block the sun. Blow it up, atomic energy with hydrogen. Here's a serving of Corona for your dying lungs. Cough it up, hey, hey, it's the price we pay. It's the fate of the human race. So much darn potential gone waste. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world. Wake up to the heavy metals that are blowing on the breeze. The smoke from the wildfires, I could barely breathe. Whales washing up on them rising seas. And got a bunch of fucking plastic in my mac and cheese. Yeah, the food's all poison, so we're all sick. Trade a double quarter pounder for a chemo drip. Soak it up while we argue about the politics. And keep a full speed sprint toward apocalypse. I know AI's got us in that scope. And when they choose to terminate us, and that's all she wrote. Feel like God went ghost and they monetize hope. While they selling us a noose that'll fit our throats. We could use a little help from the Vatican. When they're not busy with the kids, they be trafficking. Allegedly, go and get another jab again. And just ignore the black box on the packaging. Shoot it up, hey, hey, it's the end of days. Nothing left that we could say. 'Cause it looks like we're fucked either way. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world.
One more time! Or not!
Good evening. Hello, hello. How you doing? Diaz, I'm in Rusty. Bear with me a second.
preacher sins on Sunday morning. The sheriff steps outside the law.
Oh, it's staying classy with Ren. I don't know if it's classy, but sure.
Much it all ain't. It's all the same. Empires rise and empires fall. As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill. And the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill.
Hello, hello.
In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving. I'm holding on to still. The doctor is your local dealer. The banker cuts himself a check. The politician you believe in is never around, just empty promises and death. As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill. And the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we go when bound by the chains? When the tide gets low, I wait for the wave.
Hey, Bloodshot.
To let go with hope for change. When the world is an asylum, how do you stay safe?
Okay.
Yeah, the times change, but it's still the same thing played out on a constant loop. As the wars wage on the centerfold stage, and the storyline's nothing new. While we draw lines in the sand decided by the chosen.
Going alright, how you doing?
Just for something to believe in, anything will do. And we throw spears over counterfeit fears while the kings and queens all watch. Brothers shed tears, but it falls on deaf ears in a land that God forgot. Still we thread hard through the hangman's rope and lose sight of what was lost. Offer something to believe in.
Have you watched the documentary Apple Pie?
As we wander through the darkness,
Or Granny's Pie, I should say.
and the only pill to swallow is the one that makes us ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we go when bound by the chains? When the tide gets low, I wait for the wave.
Yeah, it's the documentary of making the album. It's good.
With hope for change. When the world is an asylum, how do you stay sane? I haven't done any work on this event in like 2 weeks, maybe longer. I don't know the last time I streamed. Feels like it was a while ago. I need to go in and check a few things. Shalom, shalom, shalom. In the dying of the light, there's a chance to be reborn.
Right now I've got updates.
Hold on, hold on. A mother reaches for the
Husband's been off work for a week. Westy was here for 3 days. She left early this afternoon. And now I've got 2.5 days to pull my shit together. Because nothing motivates me more than a deadline and rushing. And rushing everything. Who needs, just try and get everything in 48 hours. It's fine. gonna be A-okay. That is snoring. What the hell that noise was I could hear. Do you like my wall? I've been working on it. It's getting busier. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put my webcam that's gonna be able to see all this shit. I really gotta figure that out. I feel like you guys are like up in the sky at the minute, but we'll figure it out. Mine is a newer build in the server. Oh, we had an update? Okay. Guess I've got to update the server. This is how little I've been on the server. Like, both times I've tried to do any work, it's like, hey, you need to update the server, bish. Get to work. I probably check these things, but I don't. It is this weekend, Marcus. Oh no, it's Fangani, I'm sorry. I'm alive. I have survived the summer holidays so far. I'm still breathing. If not mentally just done. Hey Derek, how you doing? This weekend, while we're in Saturday and Sunday, 3 p.m. English time, whatever that translates to your time zone. You did some PvP Warzone. You pushed some PvP Warzone for the event. I should be honoured. Quick visit, you're off out? Where are you going? What are you off to do? No worries, Sangani. Take it easy. Sleep well, get some rest, feel better soon. You're in the UK? Okay, or 3 p.m. Policeman wouldn't ask that. It's a good job I'm not a policeman then. Hey Oleg. Be back next week. It's 1 week left. I love him to bits, but I don't know. I'm longing for some peace and quiet. New room, who dis? Hey Joystick Joa. I felt weird. How you doing, Joa? Hope you're good. Not just new room, new hair. What's this? It's pink. Who am I? I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm going through a midlife crisis. You're off to see a sick friend. Why does that sound like a cover for going to get laid? Of course you are. Otters are your favourite little animals? That's very random. Oh, that's a ferret, but yeah. They look, they have the, what's the word I'm looking for? Same colourings as an otter, the polecat type, which that one's after my boy Rocket, so it's similar. And the same part of the family. Oh my god, I can't speak. As my dad always told me, if you're not in bed by midnight, go home. Oh dear. Does it matter whose bed? I was going to say the same thing, but I was like, no, behave yourself, Harry. Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. F11 sound exactly to the right point. As long as it's your granny's. Ew. My granny's pretty lonely, Derek. Would you like a lady? Yeah. Oh, you can see the bridge. I was curious whether you could see the bridge from where you are, but you can. It's a Welwyn. How many events are on the books? Going forward, just this one right now. Honestly, I've been kind of like toying with the idea of retiring and saying goodbye to Daisy recently, more often than not, realistically, but yeah, I don't know. Thought doing this might bring back some joy. Been a few days, so I'm not fancy. Not retired until we have 5 more York Bandit runs. Yeah, we can play other games, alright. Oh, I don't know, man. It's been a decade of just feeling like I'm running through quicksand. I don't know if I can do it anymore. But we're going to give it our best effort. We will try. Search. I thought this used to make me happy, but recently it's just been a lot more disappointment than happiness, you know? Two, three, four, five, six. How much did I have? Let's retire until I take you on that training run. Getting twisted, hope you are. Good to see you. Sixth enough. What are we on? 20. No, bro. I mean, parenthood is a constant burnout, but I can't change that. Kind of signed up for that one. I only have that and this. That is literally all I do. So, but I don't know. I just, I'm sure. Like if I don't know, you've been wanting to become a tattoo artist for 10 years and you were still struggling to do straight lines. It's a bit like that when you're a streamer. I've been trying to make or break it for 10 years, and I am successful in many things, but I wouldn't consider myself successful in streaming. At least not the level in which, I'd have expected after a day. That was a really bad analogy, I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Oh, bless me. I always kind of get this way during the summer because it's like I have 2.5 months off and I barely get any time in, and I'm looking at the figures of everything and I'm like, it's rough, bro. Okay. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me do 10. 10 for 4 hours doesn't seem like a lot. And on either side, that's half the team gets them. They won't be replenished. So, hey, Floors. How you doing? Up your power hose, my important bits. I got held up on that bit. Have fun, that's the important thing in life. I know, I just want more for my family, and I don't know. It's a redundant conversation. I feel like I've been having this conversation with many different people over the last decade. So we're just gonna, well, as of next week, just try and have fun. As hard as that is to do, because believe it or not, I don't know, especially me, I'm an overanalyzer and I question things far too much. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It's the worst that can happen. Okay, so we've worked out that we're going to have 10 smokes. I think that's a good balance, because that's 10 smokes over 50 lives, right? So that's like 5% or something. We have bandages, ammo, knife, can opener, food, drink, bullets, water, morphine, and an epinephrine. You have a solution? Stop giving a shit? Right, so do my decent socials I'll do on Friday night, because I mean, yeah, that was, I can't do maths, but thank you, Joe. That maths is not my strongest point. 20%. I think that's a good retirement planning, as I'm getting on a bit now. Bro, I fuck it, dude. I ain't gonna retire. I've got no pension, no savings. I'm pushing 40. I'm fucked. Like, I'm gonna be working, and I obviously won't be doing this for the rest of my life, because I hope that when I'm 70, Daisy has evolved into something completely different, and, you know, the world has gone ahead without me. But yeah, I'm fucked when it comes to retirement. It ain't happening unless I suddenly win the lottery or something, or I suddenly have like a huge break and become like the next, I don't know, who's a really big streamer these days. One of those people. This is the young person's game. This is a young person's game. And I might look it, but I'm not. I'm not young anymore. Alright. What do we need to do? That's going to get deleted, so I'm not going to put another one in for now. I am going to... I mean, it went okay. The house we moved into is a bit of a shithole. It needs a lot of work. We're getting there. The living room looks really good now. The kitchen's getting there. We got a dining table today, so we're finally able to eat at the dining table. The bathroom has flooring now, because that looked horrible. It's just the upstairs and all the decorating that needs doing. But I got no money left. I spent all my money. Completely spent out. And obviously I've not made any money in like 2 months because I've not been able to stream, so it's now just like time. Yeah, we were eating on our coffee table on the couch, and it just wasn't comfortable or practical because the kids were like spilling fucking food all over the sofa and shit. It's just a nightmare. Oh yeah, I'm so posh with my second-hand dining table. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. It's a foldable one, so it's space saving, because our kitchen is, well, this house in general is like half the size of our old house. So we've had to really like packed with the space. We've got one of those foldable ones where the chairs sit inside it. I find British people are very like to eat on the sofa, sit down on the sofa, put their food on their lap and watch TV. That's a very British thing. I don't really like that. I like sitting at a table. I'm just write a few things down. Flag. Smokes. We did all of the zombies, the loot and everything, so there's nothing that needs to be done in the files. We need to change the server name. Hey, cutie. I think sneeze. Oh, so sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna make a flag setup thingy. Reset. This all stuff can be done really quickly then. Do that one. So we need the... Hey DJ. Alright, thank you. How you doing? Sure I gave them... I just need to check something. I gave you the team white armband. Is that just a white flag? There is. Oh yeah. Who's that? Facts, no. I did that. We can whack that up really quickly. Notes are done. Team IDs I have to do off stream. Socials I have to off stream. I can do those on stream, but they're like super boring. Not like this is much more interesting. Hey bloody hooves, how you doing? I feel like this area feels ready, but also because it's like it also doesn't feel ready at the same time. I think it's just because we're missing a few things that I can't add until I've done the final wipes, which is like the flag. Well's still there, isn't it? Yeah. I have one more run through though to make sure with it. It just feels weird because it's not Scalisty Island. Love this little area. It's like cute. I like nice little sections to it. Like I chose this bit of land because of this lovely little like crook in the land. Well, her birthday's on the Saturday, and I'd planned it because I thought, oh, well, she can at least play the Sunday, but she's going away. So imagine missing it for something like that. What the fuck, man? Clearly this is more important. But no. Don't start this shit again. I will start this shit again. I didn't start it either. Floor started it, so. Haha. I'm not sure to block the top area or off, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it. Nice little, cheeky little view out the back. Oh my. Thanks for the image, Diaz. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like, I don't know, I quite like that. I chose this because of this little dip here, and I quite like the, I didn't say I did it for your birthday, I just said I knew it was your birthday, and I thought, oh, you could do the Sunday, and that would be a nice addition to your birthday weekend. But no. You have to go away and be on holiday. It was the only weekend that would work out for everybody, Rusty included. I was planning around other people, not myself. We spoke about this already. I'm not doing this again. Hey, Anshul. So rude with the haha. What was rude about it?
Dude, I think she sees us.
Double A, thank you for the 9 months over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good, man. Miss your face. I don't know, do I need anything else? I don't think I need anything else. Also, why is that not rendering in properly? It's weird. Oh, dude, my monitor wasn't working today. I played with it and I played with it and I played with it and it just didn't want to work. So I was like pretty convinced that it was fucked. And then turned it off for 10 minutes. Back on again and it fucking worked. I was going to be like, I can't do with a monitor breaking down 2 days before an event. That would not be good. You're just rude in general. How am I? I made you a goddamn cake today. A whole freaking cake. How is that? I'm not rude. What the hell, man? You slave in your kitchen for the whole morning and make someone a cake, and then they come in and insult you. You listen to this chat. Whole freaking cake, man. It was a beautiful cake too. I made it pretty. Made it look pretty. There's a picture in the Discord. It was a strawberries and cream with chocolate chips and vanilla sponge. Did have a cooking stream because I've got my kids home and my kids will be on the video and I don't allow my kids on the internet. That's why. Hey, Jim Popsky, hope you're well. No, I just didn't do one. It's really hard to do any kind of IRL streams in the daytime. I obviously don't want them on stream, so. And they kind of are stuck by my side. I'm just writing some stuff down just to make sure I don't forget it. So, for a second. Also, hello. You like my beautiful hair? Westy did it for me. That wasn't why I made her a cake, but thank you. Thank you for the parcel and the note. I can't remember what I wrote on the note. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad you liked it. It was supposed to be like I think it's called mauve purple, but it kind of came out like a candy floss-ish pink, copper pink. So much cuteness in my screen. Wall is looking awesome. Thank you. I framed my maps. I thought they'd look good in a frame, so I tried it. Then we got all the badges. Anytime. I'm a pro hairdresser now. The armor wall with Daisy merch. I've got like a little bit of armor here, and then the rest is Daisy. And then I've got a couple of like things that community people have made me. So this is a screenshot from Battle of the Bambis that everyone knows Dave framed. And then this is a cross stitch that Bam Bam made me a few years ago. So if anyone ever wants to send me any things, they'll get displayed on the wall. And then eventually I want to move the webcam so it's in a different place, but I'm waiting for this shelving behind me to be built first so we can see how much we can get on. Framing makes it look amazing. I thought it looked really good. Yeah, I was quite proud of it, of my little idea. That one's been needing to be framed for ages because that one's the signed one. It's got like all the original dev team signatures on it. I'm a bit sad that I couldn't put my posters. My posters had to go in front of me. I was a bit sad that they're not going to fit on the wall, but just need the shelving building and then we'll be golden. I was kind of hoping to get that done before we start back up on next week, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Beauty is reserved for Abby. Oh, damn. Yeah, I feel special now. Did you go out for dinner, Westy? I'm just doing things in the server stuff. Save and exit. Okay, close this down. It's getting there. I haven't done a lot in the last few weeks, and I was like thinking to myself, I don't even know what I've got left to do. I know I've got to do the socials list. That's like something I'll probably do on Friday. Steam IDs I do on Friday because the chances of people dropping out and me having to change things are quite high. I lost two players in the last 24 hours, so I know that it'll probably only elevate as the days get closer. A few things I can't really do till Friday, but I'd say the arena's ready. All the loadouts are ready. The loot's ready and all the events and everything, that's all switched off. I need to get a list of the mods, actually. I just reminded myself of that. Control print screen. Oh, that's fucking bright. Holy shit. Once this event's finished on Sunday, I'm going to spend the entire evening reinstalling Windows so that my computer is. I'll back everything up. Because I think I need to do a fresh Windows install after this event. My PC's not doing so great. Yeah, we're just on the final touches now. I want save to this PC. I heard that Paul looked jealously across the Republic team for Saturday and begged me to let him on my team. It's funny because I had a message at like 5 past midnight last night, and I'm like, who the fuck is messaging me on Twitter at midnight? And it was the Running Man, and he says, oh, I can't do Sunday anymore. Any chance I could get on the Saturday? I was like, I'll see what I can do. I says, if anyone drops out, you've got a spot, but I can check if I can swap you. There's somebody, and Diaz was ever so kind to swap places, so otherwise he wouldn't have been playing. He did MJ's. Pretty good. The event is called War of the Survivors. It's a 50-player event, 25 versus 25. The battle for a compound on Dural. Okay. That's done. What is it you want to know? Of course, it's War of the Survivors, bro. There is only one thing. I've actually changed the guns around because obviously we've had some like new weapons since the last event. So I used to use the MP5, but I've swapped that out for the rack. There's a rack in one of the loadouts now. And then we've got the Sporter the BK, the single barrel shotgun, which I don't know if we had the single barrel shotgun in the last one or not. I can't remember if it was before or after that update. The SSG, of course, which is the only sniper. Yeah. Everybody gets a pistol as well. Everybody gets an IJ. Took as much as I possibly can away for the server performance. So it's not the same as the last one, because for the last event we had the custom what do you call it? We had custom outfits, which I have. Yeah, we had custom flags and all sorts as well, but obviously we're doing it on a different map, so I had to actually on here. Not on here.
We really appreciate your support.
Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it, man. How you doing? Is it just a 25 versus 25? So they have to... It's 25 versus 25. They both go into this area and they fight it out. And the winner is the one that raises their flag as the time ends. So it's essentially like, I suppose, similar to King of the Hill or one of those kind of like scenario kind of games. It's a 4-hour event. They get 5 lives. And it's all low tier weapons, so makes for like longer drawn out PvP than just go in and pick up an AK and shoot them. Fully PvP orientated event. I do many different variations of events, but this one's fully based on the PvP. Eva, how you doing? Eva, sorry. I feel like I've not seen you in ages. I haven't really streamed all summer, to be honest, Chris. I've probably had like 5 or 6 streams in like 2 months. It's not really been possible. The kids go to bed like stupidly late and the days are very long. So I've only really done like a few here or there. I've not really been around. Thank you. Thanks again for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. Wish we were doing something a bit more exciting for your viewers, but just getting prepped for this weekend. 1 hour delay is probably too much. I recommend a 60-second delay, so that if anything, like say someone comes in chat, but there's a guy over there, it would take 60 seconds for that information to be, you know what I mean, so somebody could delete it for a mod or whatever. But if you wanted to do longer, that's completely up to you. It's really mainly for the bigger streamers, those kind of rules, because it's less likely that, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but that someone who streams to 5 or 6 people is going to have someone in chat putting information in that they don't want to know, you know. Whereas, like, Paul, for example, probably gets someone every 10 seconds saying, you know, there's a guy over there. Whatever it might be. That's probably not very useful information, but, you know. I didn't realise there was a little, well, this is a pretty area, man. I'm really happy with the island that I chose for this one. They have a map, but honestly, I don't think they'll really need it. I might add something about being... They do spawn like right in front of their bridges. Really do like this land that I've selected. It's got a nice little layout to it. I think it was probably the closest thing that I found that reminded me of Scalisti Island in terms of like the land itself, rather than the stuff that's on the island, but like the land itself. Got a good kind of travel to where the camp is, and got a lot of rocks and trees, and got that little camp just before it as well with the lake and stuff. I can imagine people fighting around here. Shooting over the water and stuffs. Get your sporter out. Oh, Deer Isle's just so pretty. There probably could have been many more places I could have chosen, but this was my favourite after doing some scouting. And obviously this one, none of this was here. I've obviously built all this up from nothing. Yeah, all the guns are set. So there's 5 loadouts. It's set at random, so I don't know who gets what. Just put in the Steam IDs on it. Unfortunately, you are locked into a loadout, so like if you die, you'll just spawn with the same loadout. But the bonus of these kind of events is that there tends to be a lot of bodies, because it is very much a run and gun event. That you'll probably find a BK or a shotgun or whatever it might be on the ground that you can pick up. Everybody gets a main weapon and a pistol. But you don't know if you've ever seen the original War of the Survivors, but it was created originally as an event where there was classes. So we had like a medic, an infantry, a general, and medic, infantry, general, something else as well. I can't remember. It's been a while. So originally it was created like that. So it was like had like structure, like a proper army would be. And then it was done on Scalisti Island on Chernarus. And it was a great concept. It worked, but it was very messy. Like it wasn't an easy one to like, get everybody to know all the rules and regulations, People really struggle with that kind of stuff, unfortunately. But the original one and the ones preceding it all done with low tier weapons because it made for these really drawn out, silly almost firefights. So we're stuck with the same concept for this version, which is having the low tier weapons, having the BK, the single barrel shotgun, the SSG, the rack, and the spotter. And like I said, everybody gets an IJ as well, with 2 mags and a silencer. It should be a lot of fun. No R12. The R12 is way too powerful. Has to be guns that aren't gonna kill them instantaneously or require a few shots, or like for example, like this is our sniper role and it's an SSG. It's only got a shitty little freaking scope on it. They're not the best. Like I'm pretty sure if you said to somebody, tell me the name of your sniper rifle, you'd like, no one would name an SSG. Probably considered the worst, so yeah, but it makes for some really great PvP. We've seen it multiple times in previous ones work really well, so like with the single barrel shotgun, you miss a shot, you've got to load again. So there's a lot of like wiggling around and hiding to reload or whatever it might be. I'm excited. It should be good. We've got how much would you charge for some modding work on a server? I've never had to price my own work. I have done work for people and they've always came to me with a price. I've never said, oh, this is how much I charge. Like, I have done paid work. I hope that I'm good to work with. You'll have to ask those people. But yeah, I've never had to give a price. That's never something that I've had to do. So I don't know. I don't know whether the money that I've earned is good money or whether I should be charging more or whether I should be charging less because it's not. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that would be down to an individual situation, right? But at the end of the day, money makes the world go round, so I don't think I'd ever turn anything down. I enjoy doing it. Like, I enjoy the building side of things. I don't really enjoy the file side of things very much because it's more challenging than just, building an area and stuff. But it's not the worst thing in the world. There's definitely worse things I'd rather do than edit files. One of those things though that you just like it gets easier the more you do it. It just takes time, I'm definitely a million miles better than I used to be at a lot of things, and I know how to do many things I didn't used to know how to do. And I started from not knowing anything, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. What do we need to do? Less talking, more working, Harry. Let's do a weather preset. What do you got weather preset? Light preset? Oh, sweet. Okay, that's good then. So we already have a weather preset. Sweet. Yeah, it can be a long process. And the bikeys, the files, the XMLs and stuff, it does take time to learn. I think it's a skill that definitely, I think once you know it, it kind of sticks with you, like riding a bike, I suppose. There's already a preset for that. I need to create presets for the clothing. My brain had a brain fog. It's a helmet. A helmet. Where's my file type? I need to open my file real quickly. Like, I don't know what kind of server you're trying to create. You know, that obviously makes a big difference. Like in how complex you're trying to make it. Because the more complexity you add to it, the more like complex the files become, and the harder it is to figure out if something goes wrong. You know. Up to bed. Thank you so much again for the raid, Chris. I really appreciate it. This is just in case, because it does happen that someone's file doesn't work correctly. So they give me their Steam ID and the file ties that to their Steam ID, but sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes it just won't work. There'll be like a number wrong somewhere, or they've put a space or you know, I put a space or whatever it might be. There might be a reason that's my fault or their fault. And they don't spawn with the clothes. It just makes it easier that we have everything set to go. Nothing too extreme. I was just joking around being tired, but yeah, no worries, man. You're good. Don't feel obligated to share with me if you don't want to. Jacket, helmet. Cold operation boots green. Okay. No worries. Let me know. I'll take a look. Boots, jacket, pants, helmet, thing, plate. Plate. Plate's so important. I might want to use, didn't it? Let's put 2 of those in there. Hey, Alan, how you doing? You're fine. You're not distracting me. You're fine. Don't worry. That's why I'm streaming it for, so I can have some conversation while I do it. You're absolutely fine. Don't apologise. Don't you worry at all. I'm so confused. Fingers gloves underscore wall underscore grey. Where the fuck are the gloves that I've used? I'm so confused. I just want to give away any of my plans before I launch the server. Plus, I don't know how you come up with these events. Opening with an event was a consideration for my idea. It's hard to come up with an event. And the thing is now is that it was easier back when I started because it was only a few of us that kind of like did the events. So concepts were easier to come up with. I feel like nowadays every dog and his mum are doing events, and every time I think of a concept I'm like, oh, but so and so did that and so did that, and you know, I find it more difficult now more than ever to come up with an original idea. But I wouldn't say I'm the most creative person either, but what I do is I start with a base idea. So like, say, I don't know, I want it to be 50 players. Okay, well, where do I want these 50 players to be? Oh, I want them to be on Deer Isle. Okay, well, what do I want the target to be, or the you know? And I kind of build on, and I get a bit of paper, and I kind of should see I'm like a mad fucking scientist scribbling away. And before you know it, I've got a genuinely solid concept. And then I have a group of people that I tend to go to who are like my sounding board, who say, okay, Ari, this sounds shit, or no, this sounds great. I have a group on Twitter that I occasionally keep in touch with. They give me feedback, and obviously you guys as well are great at giving me feedback about whether it sounds cool or stupid. Ice Queen Kiki, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. So it's just coming up with the idea is a whole process in itself, you know. Sometimes I'll start an entire concept based on just the map alone, or just an object alone, you know. Like, for example, the next event when Badlands comes out, I want to do an event based on the dirt bike. Like, you know, that's not racing, because that's an obvious one, right? Like, you don't want to... every mother and their dog is going to be doing a racing event with dirt bikes. Like, I want to do something that involves the dirt bike, but it's not set around the dirt bike, you know. So I've got a concept for that in my brain. But yeah, it's very much it's not something that you just go, oh, I've got an idea, let's do it. It takes time. Sometimes the ideas don't, you know, they don't populate. There's been many ideas that have never seen fruition. You know, they've never come to light because they're not, in my mind, gonna work. The thing is that Daisy also like limits so many things. Not just Daisy, but your player base too, because you can't make it too complicated. You add too many rules or too many guidelines into it, and it's never going to work, you know. And then you've got to think of the limitations of the graphics and the performance and the servers, and Daisy's come a long way in terms of mods, so there's a lot of mods that I can utilise to put my ideas into action, but there was also many limitations to Daisy. I imagine if I was doing this on a different game, I'd probably have a lot more fluidness in what I could create. But Daisy doesn't allow for that, really. You get too big and the game tells you to fuck off. Your ideas get too crazy, and the game just shuts down on you, you know. So. You just have to kind of keep yourself in this little box. You can't really go too far out the box, or you know, it doesn't really work, unfortunately. So, right, where was I at? Plate carrier, ballistic helmet, tortilla bag, boots, jacket. Didn't do the gloves for some reason. I really do like this new system. Nice. Well, yeah, just something as simple as bodies. I mean, the amount of, like, performance issues you get from using bodies, and the same with smoke. Smoke's a big one as well. I've included smoke in this event, and it worries me that they're going to decide to use all 10 smoke at once, and it's just going to crash the server. Because Daisy doesn't like, you know, those particle things. It freaks the fuck out. So, yeah. You've been working on an idea, Anshul? Tell us more, or don't. You might not want to tell us more, and that's okay too. You don't have to. I've forgotten something on this one. Armband, boots, jacket, pants, bag, helmet, plate carrier. It's just the gloves I'm missing. I don't know why I can't find the gloves. Have they taken them? Did I take the gloves? Tin Man, you did get here again. It was where I was going through thoughty lines of clothes. I was thinking about, I did a team bracket event last summer. Well, it was not a team bracket, but it was a single. It was 1v1s, which is a bracket system. Welcome back, indeed, Tin Man. I'm the crazy lady who does that shit. Interesting. I have to change the gloves out. Did I install a mod that I had installed? I don't think so. With black ones. How you been? You been good? It's been a while. There's something I like, Anshul, is to be busy and to constantly have a project on the go. That's just, I just thrive as a human being that way, so. You're like super busy? Nice, that's always good. My server concept is just a vanilla Cherno, no building, and a keycard quest was possibly something else. 30 things. 30 modded things being added. Oh, it's a keycard. I've never worked with keycards. I mean, I know how they work and how to get them working, but I've never done an event with a keycard situation. My server restarted. That means it's 11 o'clock. How did that happen, first of all? Sometimes it's good. It's good when you're busy with your own things. It's not as much for working on. Yeah, I can imagine. I have 0 artistic bone in my body. The most I draw is love hearts. I'm not a good artist. Got a weird line of work. Oh, I'm interested. Tell me more. We love weird things. My presets say, yeah. To check on the glove thing. That's gonna weird me out. I don't know why that's not finding grey gloves. And I'm wondering if that was a mod that I had on when I was doing it. And the mod's not on anymore, but I could have sworn I didn't take any mods off. You like the open gameplay where people are forced to run around and also buildings just causes major issues. Yeah, I don't really like base building. It's never really been my forte. I remember the first time I tried to base build in DayZ and I rage quit. It's never really been something I've enjoyed. The thing is, I don't like the safety net idea of it. I like the idea of spawning in, running, and losing everything, you know. I pretty much have a background being an osteologist, so it depends what I work on, but right now I'm in the process of restoring and rebuilding wow, that's so cool. Rebuilding a tiger skeleton. That's pretty badass. Mine would probably look not like a tiger when it's finished. Wow. That's a cool thing to do. Why not? How many bones does a tiger have? I feel like it wouldn't be that many, but also they're very limber creatures, aren't they? So they do have lots of little bones. Oh, you do taxidermy too? Bone cleaning restorations and stuff. Right now I'm focused on doing the teeth rebuild and it's just 30 teeth. Holy shit. I bet they're big teeth and all, aren't they? Tigers got big teeth. That's so fascinating. That's super cool. See, when I was a kid, I would hope to grow up and say that I was doing something cool like that. But yeah, here I am creating DayZ events. Yeah. I was thinking about... I've never had taxidermy done, but I recently lost a pet of mine, and it was something that did cross my mind, was to have her taxidermied. I don't know how much it would cost. I feel like it would be stupidly expensive. But I'd worried that she'd come out looking really freaky. So that was a very short-lived thought, because I was like, what if she comes out looking absolutely just awful? She's a ferret. So I don't know, like, I don't know if she's too small or if it would be even something that they would even do. I've only ever known, like, bigger animals. It's probably like the size of a mouse. Right? I'd worried that, like, she'd look super scary and freak me the fuck out. And I also know that they're quite expensive to get. You've actually done a lot of pet memorials, so have you? I think what I was going to do when I came back on the server. I was distracted with the bones of a tiger. Less than 300. Yeah, so the smallest tiger species with less than 300 left. Oh, damn. I thought, well, I don't think they were bigger. Like, I thought they were, like, quite wide. Sumatran tigers. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Sumatran tigers? Yeah. The right money, I'm sure you can get anything stuffed, it's true. Okay, see, I'm like you're teaching me things now. Yeah, don't worry about shutting up, you're fine. Teaching me all the stuffs. This is how you do it, obviously. Oh, I think that's super fascinating, dude. That's really cool. Don't mind about talking too much. You're fine, honestly. If you don't talk about stuff, someone else will. So don't stress. And also, I just don't shut up, so. By all means, we have a Discord if you want to share any photos. I'm just writing a list. We do this. It should work. You got it? Found it? Never mind. Beat me to it. Can't read. Sometimes the links like expire even though they're supposed to be lifelong links, so hopefully you get in with no issues. Right. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? you go to the pets photos and all things IRL, you can share your pictures in there. And also, if you scroll up just a little bit, you can see a picture of my girl who passed away a few days ago. It's just a teeny tiny thing. What's I doing? I need you. She's a ferret. She's a micro ferret. So she looks very similar to a stoat, but she's not. She had a very stoaty little face. Yeah, they're all part of the same family. Large by square or inch. She was probably like 6 inches or something. She wasn't very big. I'll have to do some research on some in my area. Never really been something I thought about, but she was like my favourite. You probably shouldn't have favourites when you've got multiple of the same animal, but I love her to pieces. My heart is a little bit broken. Won't be the same without her in the house, that's for sure. Oh, really? That's wild. Yeah. Screen in a sec, chat. I'm just setting something up. That's right, my eyes. I mean, I don't know if taxidermy is as big in the UK as it is elsewhere in the world. Come along with me, and the fireflies and bees. Well, thank you for gifting a sub to the Tin Man. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you kindly. That scared the living shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Jumped a little bit. Michelle come in. Did I miss her? Hey, Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, you know what's winding me up tonight? It was predicted storms. Did they happen? Absolutely. You know what? It's predicted it's going to rain so many times and it hasn't rained, and it pissed me off too. I get it. Like, it did. It really, really fucking pissed me off. I was not impressed. So I totally relate to that. How are you doing otherwise, though? You good? Excuse me. Oh, it's been so bright. I just realised that we didn't intentionally put the Rodman on Saturday's team with flaws, but they are in the same team. That's kind of deadly, honestly. That's kind of deadly. I just realised I updated the team player list earlier and I didn't put Gunnar De Roon. I've even spelled that right. I think I've spelled it right. We'll fix it. Well, there's quite a few good names in this team, actually. Right, start with this. We got some visuals in just a second. They got a static window replaced with one that opens. Oh, I bet that's nice. The house. I'll tell you what, I love dark mode. Dark mode is life. Just realised something though. Second. It is, but at the same time not. Why not? So no. So I've been enjoying the in-ear headphones. I will say one thing is that I'm used to like big earmuff headphones, right? The ones that like look like you're wearing winter gear. And I found that they like blocked out a lot of the sound from around me, specifically my own voice. So that's something I've had to get used to. so I can hear myself speaking, which I don't particularly like so much. And another thing I've noticed is that I can't have in-game sounds and music on full volume because they peak in OBS. But in terms of like the game sounds and music and stuff, they're really good. I got them because I can't wear my glasses without with my other headphones on because they were like pressing into the side of my head. Speaking of glasses, I should probably be wearing them. Tut tut. But yeah, a few negatives I'd say to having them, but in terms of like hearing other players and hearing in-game noises and stuff, I haven't had any issues with that. I find it really just irritating that I can hear myself speak clearly. Like before I could hear myself speak, but it was like, muffled. Whereas this is different. But that's the only like downside I find. I did have to get an extender because the cables, I mean, it's long, but it's not long enough that it goes around and underneath to my back of my computer. I did have to get an extending cable thingy majig. Obviously, it depends on what brand you buy, I guess, but we played Daisy. The first time last night, a dude pointed a pistol at me and said, "You ain't got no bullets, you're bluffing," and that's how I died. And sounds like Daisy to me. I have Wexford, yes. Westy told me about it this morning. Very sad. It takes a bit to get into Daisy. It's one of those games. It's got a lot to it. There's a lot to know, and also the community can just be brutal like that. Yeah, the interface, it can feel like that. It's worth it when you get used to it, learning all the hotkeys, and I've been playing it since it was released, so it's kind of like become second nature to me now. I didn't know there was any updates to Arma 1 Cold War Assault. I did not know about that. I've been living under a rock though. It's been summer holidays, so with the kids off school, I haven't really seen the world much. I haven't been seeing what's been going on. Well, Daisy is definitely the game for player interaction. You meet good people, you meet bad people. It is what it is. Someone is secretly updating it. Ooh, controversy. Someone is in like someone who works for a company, or just like I don't even know how that would work. Let's hope Seni is not streaming right now. Not actually live. Well, I'm not actually logged in, so it's fine. You off work for work in a way? Oh, no worries, Michelle. It's all good. I would say I'm sure there'll be more, but you know, we'll see. I took like the summer off, obviously, because the kids were off school and we're moving house and everything, and which is you didn't imagine it. Someone said did they imagine that I've moved house. They did not imagine it. I've moved home, but the kids have been off school for like 9 weeks now. They go back next week, 25th of August. So yeah, I've been off. I haven't done an event in 3 months now. It's been about 3 months now since the last one. So I'm coming back with something a bit fun because I feel like we needed something a bit more lighthearted to kick off the comeback, rather than something a bit more. It's new because like new concepts are great, but like they always have their like sort of finding their feet moment, and I just didn't want to do that straight off the bat. This is what we call the socials list. So this is all the players that are playing in the event. These are all the Saturday players. And essentially what I do is I provide a link to all of their socials, so that when people are watching the event, they can go and find all the streamers that they're watching. It's more than most people do, I think. Most streamers will probably not do that. But I try to like provide as much information to the viewers because we probably get like about 10,000 viewers over the weekend. It's usually quite busy in here. A lot of people coming by. So obviously, I do all the hard work, but then we have all the people that play in the event that we want to give shouts to. So I create this document, which is part of the event creating process. It's all part of it. Not everybody is a streamer. There are some people that don't stream. You're okay. So I would say I'm probably the biggest DayZ event creator in the community. Or at least I have been for the last couple of years. This event is called War of the Survivors. So it's 25 versus 25 players, all competing for control of a compound. They have to kill everyone, or at least kill enough people. To be able to raise their own flag and have their flag standing when the event ends. The best event creator, in my opinion. Thank you. I have the Running Man. Smoke doesn't do events. I think Sarah Moore's on a completely different time zone. Adam's been in one of my events before. The Running Man's plays, yes, he's in this one. Down here somewhere. There he is, TRMZ. 2 years when you do a stream, really? Damn, it's been a while then. Time flies, man. Aussies have shit ping. Well, they would because it's an English server, but I do have the ping is unlimited, so I have had people from Aussie from Australia play, but they would have high ping. Yeah, there isn't like a risk of getting kicked because I changed the ping on the server, but they would have high ping regardless. It is an English server, which would probably put them at a disadvantage. Unfortunately. But that's not to say we don't have them. We do. We do have Aussies and New Zealanders come and play. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, they go into that with that knowledge, though. So um, I've had people that have played in 5 or 6 or 7 of my events with 600 ping, and um, and not once bitched about it. um, but obviously that's their choice at the end of the day if they're willing to go through that to be involved. I'm English, so the server is hosted in England. But I just suppose it goes to show how much they can be enjoyable if someone's willing to go through that. Door test, yeah, open a door and see how long it takes the door to open. My friend running a DRL server in the UK. I'm in Romania and I have very good ping. Yeah, it's an odd one ping. Like I say, it can make or break a game though, especially in a PvP situation. I think we do get Americans playing. I've never had anyone complain about the ping in an American. Like I said, the few people that we've had that are from around the world have issues, but they don't let it stop them. They still sign up every time, so can't be that bad. Quite a few non-streamers in this lot. But it's open to anyone, so don't have the only requirements I have is that you own a game and you're old enough to play the game. Don't want no children running around in these events. Right, that's that team done. I think it's cool as fuck to play in an event after watching others actually playing it and every other event. Yeah. And I think the best thing that I take away from these events is that people make friends, you know. Yeah, it'd be good to see those guys, but the Fubar says all the time that he'd love to get involved, but it's just the time zone situation as well. It's not just the ping, you know, like the event starts at like 3 o'clock English time, which works out to like 10 a.m. US time. Some people are waking up even earlier than that, depending on where they are in, you know, the world. So it would be like a long day for them if they were to get involved. But Fubar's a good friend of mine, and he's always saying he'd love to get involved. It's just the time zone situation, as well as, you know, he said he'd suffer, you know, he said he'd suffer the ping, but it's the time that's the difficult thing. You're in New Zealand, yeah. See, you know, then it's a big difference in time. Like, I don't know what time it is for you now, but it's 11:30 in the evening for me right now. We get a fair few streamers that I would consider quite big. We've got Paul, we've got Holly Rex this time around. We've got Fresh Spawns playing as well. We've got a few of the bigger names. There's also, you got to remember, there's also like hundreds and hundreds of streamers now. Unlike back in the old days when I first started out, there was like 50 of us or something, and that was it. Now there's like literally probably thousands of DayZ streamers. Master Beta, what a name. Usually Bandit. What the hell's HTC? Oh, the loop in the world right now. HTC. Oh, Hardcore DayZ. Okay. I thinking it was a different game. I'll be a little bit of a Hardcore DayZ. Loved your Queen's event. I think I've done 2 of your events. I don't play PvP. It's probably the best way for players to get involved and be a part of the community, especially with big streamers. How often does that happen? It's true. And I appreciate you. Still baffles me that I'm still doing this all these years later. Finish up here, so I can't believe it's so late already. Didn't get this finished, but we've got a couple of days. Popsky, you always do this to me. Just provide a name and not a link. Leave it there. Save that. Pick it up tomorrow. Zekis runs it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been out of the loop for a few months when my kid's off school, so yeah. I think I haven't played a proper DayZ adventure since the end of May. Because June and July, I think I did an event in the beginning of June, so I was focused on doing that. And then the move was mid-July. And from the middle of July up until now, kids have been on summer holidays. So I don't think I've done a proper DayZ event in like, not event, proper DayZ run since the end of May. Possibly even earlier than that. Quite a while, really. Considering I'm like a full-time DayZ person. Been a while. So I'm looking forward to next week getting the kids going back to school and getting back into it. And yeah. I'm looking forward to the kids going back to school and getting back into. I'm going to need to get some sort of recommendations. See, I don't know what's popular at the minute. What's everybody playing? I have no fucking idea. Not got a clue. Oh. Excuse me. It's going to be interesting to come straight back into full-time DayZ after not playing it for 3-4 months. Right. Let's find someone to raid and get the fuck out of here. Thank you for sitting through my boring stuff and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Probably won't be live now until the weekend. But at least we know when the next stream is going to be. I'd love that. Definitely. Sounds like a plan, Oleg. Right. I show Joe some love. I will see you all on Saturday. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.